We're going to do some more copy work on your spreads. When you go to the book view, if you happen to know already what page number your spread is, when this first opens up, you can either scroll to it or at the top, look for jump to page. If you happen to know your page number or do later, if you just type in your page number and hit enter, it's going to take you right to your page. So I would start memorizing your page number today. Open this up. And once you have both sides editable, if you still have your old headline on there that we used as a placeholder that you kind of set off to the side, you can go and click that and delete that. You should already have your headline done in the Lavello line and the subheadline in the correct font and size. And let me know if you have any questions on getting that ready. Today we're going to work on your page buy, captions, and photo buys. We're going to be working with a new thing today called templates. If you hover your mouse over on the right hand side, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4th thing down, click on templates. And at the top, you're going to see what it looks like a blank page, but it's not. It's just so tiny you can't see it. You're going to click and drag this on top of your page. And you probably didn't see it because it's kind of happening over here. You're going to see now that there's a caption, a photo buy, and a page buy. Let's start with the page buy. If you click on anything one time and then hold down Control plus plus plus, it's going to zoom in right on it. This is where you get credit for doing your spread. It's already been set up for you in a font that is Urbano Bold 8 point. You need to highlight name, and you need to put in your name. Make sure the capitalization is correct. I'm putting in mine. You'll put in yours, of course. Don't worry if there's a blue underline right there, that's going to change later. Make sure it's capital for first name and last name, that the capital P is still there, the lowercase b is there, and that there's a colon and a space between the colon and your name. This is going to stay on the page and not move. We need to lock it so that we don't accidentally move it later. Click on it with your arrow key so that it has the blue border, and then go to Object, Lock Object. You can now no longer move that until you unlock it. That'd be a great way to keep it there so it doesn't accidentally get moved. Then I want you to scroll up to the top. This is our caption font, which is Urbano Condensed 10 point, and all photo buys, which are also Urbano Condensed, but this time they are 8 point. Let's start with the photo buys. Click on this photo buy and move it to any of your action shots. The E on the last name needs to be lined up with the right hand edge of the photo. It shouldn't be touching anything around it. There's a nice space here. If this was too close, what we could do is we could move this photo up and your name up. So feel free to adjust your boxes so that nothing is touching the words around it and it is right aligned with the photo. From here, we're going to copy it. You can go to Edit, Copy, or you can see the shortcut is Control C. I use a lot of shortcuts, so I'm going to Control C and Control V. And I'm going to keep doing this until I have a photo buy on every action shot and team picture that I have planned on my spread. The only thing we don't do photo buys on are mug shots. Those are the ones that are going to be just in the hallway, boring pictures of them just staring at the camera. There's nothing really creative about those pictures. They're usually smaller pictures on the page anyway, so do not worry if you have a mug shot. If you have a cutout on your page, that's usually going to be an action shot, so go ahead and put a photo buy as close to the cutout as you can. I have 4 down here. I would go ahead and put some photo buys on those. I've already put photo buys on these kind of group pictures that are going to be down here. But every single gray box representing an action shot or a cutout that you may already have there needs to have it. But again, mug shots for quotes do not need them. Once you're finished with that, let's start with the caption. Every photograph needs a caption. It takes some practice to know where to put your captions, and I will gladly clean this page up for you. I really just need you to kind of spend the time getting them in the general area. So just give it your best guess as to where a caption needs to go. What I would see is there's 3 action shots here, so I'm going to need 3 captions. Over here, I've got 1, 2, so I'm going to paste this over here. On the right-hand side of the page, things should be left justified. That means that the edge of the captions should be close to the pictures. Now, when we move to the left-hand side of the page, notice how that we have these boxes off to the right-hand side, and these captions look like they're going this direction. We need to right justify them. To do that, just click anywhere in the box, highlight your text, and make it right justified. So what I would do from here is I would actually copy this caption now that this one is right justified, so that this picture has that caption and this one goes with this one. Sorry, this one goes with that one. That one goes with that one. And then we have some over here. We've got one here for that picture. And then we have another one right here for this picture. Again, if you can just get your captions in the general area, that would be great. I will tinker with them later and make them just perfect. These were already on there. These need to be right justified. And let me show you one more thing before we finish up. Do not worry about anything like a quote box or question goes here, that kind of font. We haven't set those yet. I just need you to do your page buy, your photo buys, and your captions. All right, let's say later on that you are working on your page and you had forgotten a caption for this one. At any time, you can click and drag a box, and I want you to look at this thing called character styles. It says select style right now. Under character styles are the font sizes and everything already set up for us. Like this would be a caption. If I were to highlight this text and go to character styles and click caption, there we go. The only thing it isn't done is the right justification. So if you forget what the fonts are for captions, photo buys, and page buys, again, you could always highlight the text and be like, oh, I wonder if that's the right one. Click on photo buy and it will be. This is going to work for all of the copy on your page. Once you are done with your headline, subheadline, captions for every action shot, photo buy for every action shot and cutout, and your page buy is finished, you are now done. Save it, close it, and I will grade it by looking at it on the screen. We're going to save some of these other detailed things like the folio page numbers and so on a little bit later.